Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kal Halalim Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Harakakadash Barakatam. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Okay, once again, double honors to elders and apostles, once again, who taught me this truth, who brought me into this thing, really through the spirit. But it's important to give double honors to the men who taught you, okay, because without them then you wouldn't know. Alright, to you damn heathens out there that watch our videos and don't give double honors. Alright, that's for you. Shalom to my brothers out there pushing in the word. The last couple of days I've just been seeing videos like crazy. Brothers just keep pushing, keep staying in the spirit. It's a little brother here, Shema Shema, with a new video. And today's video, I was not really today's video, but I was meditating. Right, last couple of days I've been not last couple of days, really every day. Because once again I told y'all the situation where my own mother threatened me with homelessness if I didn't go to college. I mean, what the fuck else am I gonna do? Be put out in the street? Once again, my family really doesn't care for me, Akim. I just gotta fucking say it how it is, But hey, blessed are the poor, blessed are you when you're hated of men. Okay, it's not just going into men, it's going into women as well. It just is what it is. I mean, I just gotta keep it a buck. My family really don't give a shit about me. As long as I'm doing what they tell me to do, then they care. But as soon as I start to fight the status quo, I'm an enemy. Then they just want me out the house. Like, what the fuck? Shows you how much your fucking family loves you, huh? But you know what? They're gonna fucking die, and I'm gonna enjoy watching it too. Alright? It's a little brother here, Shema Shema, and I wanted to do a video because once again I'm telling you that I'm pretty much behind enemy lines heavily down here. Okay? I'm in a so-called college. Alright? I'm a junior. Okay? So I've kind of seen enough. I've seen a lot, when it comes to wickedness. I've seen homos. Every day I see people with these rainbow masks, these LGBTQ masks. This place is an abomination to the Most High. Okay? What is highly esteemed among men is an abomination to the Most High. Okay? And this place is an abomination, and it will be destroyed by nuclear fire. Okay? But when I'm in here, what am I doing? Oh shit! Yeah. When I'm in here, right? When I'm in these classes, right? What am I doing? I'm infiltrating. I don't really want to, but I'm forced to. Okay, let's look up infiltrate. We got infiltrate on online etymology dictionary. 1758 of fluids from in, like you gonna put something in something. Filtrate, perhaps modeled on French infiltrere, military sense of penetrate enemy lines, is tested from 1934. Now you brothers, you do the same exact thing, so don't come in the comment section shaming me because you do the same shit when you go to work. Okay, when you go to work at the painting company or whatever company you work at, you're working for Edomites. Okay, because we're under the curses. Okay, we're the Most High pretty much made it. Going back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, we have to go to our enemies for one of all things. Okay, when you want a paycheck, you got to go to Esau Edom's business. I don't care if you think you're in a so-called black-owned business, okay, or if you even do own your own business, you still have to pay taxes. There's still certain things you can't say when you own a business, or you might be sued. Okay, so you still have to follow their example. You still have to follow the status quo to a certain degree. Okay, but we are infiltrating. We're enemies of the state, even though we dwell amongst the state. All right, we're the real conspirators. When you go into conspiracy, conspirar, I believe if you look it up, it goes back to, to gather against. It pretty much means to breathe against. Okay, we're breathing against the society. Okay, this is the book of Matthew chapter 10, and I'm gonna go down to verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, that's what we're called to do. This is what Yahushua is speaking. In the first couple chapters, he's really talking about, if you ever have to bunk up at someone's home or bunk up and try to get into a city, Because once again, back then, the disciples, apostles, we were travelers. We didn't have homes, okay? Which that's gonna become real popular again very soon. With this Jacob's trouble situation that's coming down the pipeline. All right. Eventually, they're gonna say, well, if you don't have so and so, well, you can't live here, okay? Because there's gonna be some sort of tax. There's gonna be some sort of tax punishment. Tax. I don't know what the fuck you call it. There's probably gonna be a tax for un so and so people. Okay, for people that don't have the so and so, there's gonna be some tax. I can kind of see that coming down the line. It could be that, we don't really know. But some way, somehow, they're gonna find a way to boot people out the house. All right, or they may be going door to door trying to get people into certain facilities, and now you're gonna have to run away. You're gonna have to leave your home. Okay. Once again, sending forth that sheep in the midst of wolves. Sheep, these animals represent people. We're the sheep. Yahushua, told the apostles, go not to the city of the Samaritans, but go into the lost sheep of the tribe of Israel. And I don't really want to go too far into the history of that, but you had heathens in that land. Okay, when you go into the history, and it may be 1st or 2nd Kings chapter 17. The heathens, Shalmaneser the fifth, Sargon the second, took the northern kingdom out, and he put heathens in Samaria. So that's what that's talking about. Okay. All right, because we have to be wise as serpents. We have to be intelligent. You have to move a certain way. When you're in this truth, you can't be always. I'm actually going to go into them but break it down. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Okay? So when you're dwelling amongst these Edomites like I do, I actually live among them, and it drives me fucking insane. Okay? Some days I just wake up and I'm just like, I really wish I could just stop breathing, because it's too bad. It's not even like shit. Like living amongst them it's terrible. As I said, some days I just wish I could just stop breathing, because like living amongst them, it's fucking hell, like literally. Now it's not like, oh, they're attacking me. Now if they were attacking me, I'd beat the fucking shit out of them and I'd get kicked out. Okay, they're not doing that, but it's just being around them, seeing their heathen ways, seeing them talk about Christmas and New Year's and this and that, and seeing the way these heathens act. It's like poison to me. And it makes me very fucking angry. Most of the times, when I walk around campus, I just move very quickly. I make sure to, wear a hoodie. And if I do have to communicate with them, if someone does spot me and say, oh yeah, hey, yeah, I remember you from 2 years ago, dude. Yeah, how you been? And then I use the scripture. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. I'm not gonna tell him, fuck you, fucking devil. Get the fuck out of my face, nigga. I'm not gonna say that. All right. I'm just gonna say, yeah, doing good. I don't really do much. That's all you gotta say, Akim. Literally say, hi, I don't do much. Oh, so what are you doing? I don't do anything. You don't? I said, no, I just kind of just sit around. I don't really do anything. I just go to class and go study and go do homework. That's all you gotta say when you're in this situation. And this is for you high school Akim as well. We're not here to make friends with the heathen. Now you play dumb, you be nice, right? Maybe occasionally, like if you know someone, if you knew someone before you were in the truth. Say you came into the truth, right? This is my experience, right? I came into the truth and started learning from GMS around, I want to say 2020, right? Middle of 2020, right? I already been going to college for like 1 to 2 years, so I already knew people already. Okay, now right, I'm gonna read it again. The book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Okay, I already knew people here, so now imagine if I was here and I started cursing at these people. Every single person that passed by, I said, yo, fuck you, man. Or if I told one of these bitches, you know what I'm saying? That'd be fucking crazy, man. All right. We're not called to be like that. All right. The Most High, not the Most High. Well, it really is the Most High, because this is the Most High speaking through Yahushua. The Most High who spoke through Yahushua, telling us to be wise as serpent. Yeah, be wise as serpents. harmless as doves. All right, so we're not, there's certain times where, obviously, if we're in camp, right, lose some logic here, right? When you're in camp, right, speak. But if you're just throughout the, your day, the goal is really just to get throughout the day. So, now if you see certain things, just ignore it. Or, if people ask you a question, yeah, I do this and that, For me, a good rule of thumb is don't speak unless you're being spoken to. That's a good rule of thumb. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. And that's the same way you got to deal with when you're at camps, all right? Do not speak unless you're spoken to. Don't be that guy who's trying to speak to every brother, man. That's not a good look, all right? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse, and I'm actually going to go to read, verse 2. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. What is the words of understanding? What are those? All right, these scriptures. To receive the instruction of wisdom, judges, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, equity. Okay, equal judgment. Okay, not perverting judgment to certain people, because the Most High, Yahweh, has no respect to persons. Okay, so we're called to be the same way. Okay, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Okay, and that's what we're called to be. This truth does that, And I'm I don't know to say, I'll be a good example of that, because, damn, did I lose that article? Yeah, I'm gonna look it up again. Gray man. Alright. The gray man. Yeah, gray man strategies 101. Okay, but I'm a young man. I don't know to say I can be a good example to you younger brothers out there. And this truth gave me subtlety. Like when I'm out here, Akim, I really, I got a certain way of moving where, half the people that I've known here before I came into the truth really don't recognize me. I really don't speak much. I may say, every class, I may say one thing per week. Okay, that's a good rule of thumb. Then they won't take points off for participation. Okay, just say one thing a week in every class and you'll be good. Okay, when you're going throughout your day, move quick. All right, don't be walking and being all slow. Move quick. All right, we're not here to be seen of men. All right. Now, I was looking up this term and it interested me. Right, I wish I would have started out the camp, not the camp. I wish I would have started out the video. Yeah, actually, I may bring this into camp. I actually may. This week I'm gonna do a lot of various topics, just whatever the spirit gives me. Gray man tips. Okay, 41 essential rules to become a gray man. Now this is a term in the so-called survival, I forget what they call it, survival something community. It's a bunk community. I can't remember what they call the community that are like this. Shit hit the fan community, or preppers, the prepper community. Okay, and the gray man is pretty much a term for someone, look right here, on the move, someone that's always kind of blends into the crowd. Okay, and you can read some of these tips. I might read one of them, all right, because the first one kind of caught my eye. All right, so this is readytogosurvival.com, 41 essential rules to become the gray man. Okay, so becoming a gray man, once again, is to have the ability to blend into crowds. And that's going to be a very important skill to come in this time of Jacob's trouble. All right, reading the first one. Okay, at home, we have a tendency to feel safe at home, and this can lead to complacency. Do not let this happen. You need to be just as vigilant, if not more, at home than you are anywhere else. At home, you have friends and neighbors who know you. These people come into your home, they borrow your lawnmower, they have you over for dinner and drinks, and these are the people you'll feel guiltiest about when you tell them you can't help them after the shit hit the fan situation. Okay, once again, that's just being subtle. All right, which this is for them. All right, we're not. Now I'm reading this thing right just for completionist sake, right? But we're not called to be like this. Okay, we're called to have faith in the Most High. We're not, as these shit hit the fan preppers. Okay, we're not scared of anything. Okay, because we understand that the Most High killeth and maketh alive. 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 6. Okay, so we're not really scared. We know what's coming down. You know, Yahweh Shai warned us. Okay, Jesus Cristo doesn't warn you of shit. Jesus Cristo just wants you to put the money in a basket. All right, so this is pretty much all I got. You brothers can read this on your own time. But this is kind of a short lesson on infiltration, kind of being kind of hidden. You know, this is a kind of a closing thought. What I do in my life, what I found helped me, because I recognize a lot of people when I'm out here in this college. I recognize a lot of people that I've seen. Certain girls I may have a burning for. I gotta be honest. I'm a man. I think some of these girls are attractive looking. I'll be honest. But you know what? I ignore them. All right. Or this is what I do. Okay. I wear a hoodie wherever I go. I wear a black hoodie, and I have it cover my eyes. Okay. What people need to understand, what these people need, remember, they're very carnal. They need something to connect with. And what's the first thing people see when they see you? They see your face. Okay, so if you have your mask covered up, covering the bottom of your face, and you have the hoodie covering the top part, really all they got is the eyes. Now, certain people that are real keen, they'll spot you anyway, and that's happened to me. Some people have spotted me with just my eyes, but most people won't be able to spot you, especially if they haven't seen you in a couple years. They'll look at you, they'll try to figure it out, but if you're walking rather quickly, then they won't catch you. If you're moving rather quickly, which is another thing I do, they won't catch you. All right. But yeah, that's all I got. Young brothers out there, man. People might recognize you. May have been so-called famous, so-called college famous, or school famous. Not for anything bad, right? But just because you've been around, you maybe used to be in this club, you used to play sports or some shit. All right. You gotta move more subtle, man. You can't be walking all slow trying to talk to people, man. Just fuck that shit, man. Just get throughout the day and go home and study. All right, make your videos. All right, if you're going to camps, go to camp, and then call it a day, man. That's it. All right, call halalim Yahweh by Shim Yahweh Shai by Shim Harakakadash Barakatam. That's all I got. Shalom.